F fake moaning. If his D is bad, pull that man close and start booing in his ear. Have you guys seen this stuff?
When the head trash, so you got a fake moan.
I see your future, and I dread it.
This stuff is all over TikTok right now, and you gotta love it. From the tolerant feminists themselves, the ones that just want a fair, equal world for everyone. They just want you to stop shaming them. Is that too much to ask? Only reason why you think you the stuff is because I hyped you up too much. Pipe down, shrimp boy. Yeah, even the big girl. Even this big girl is getting in on it. Oh man, you know we got an interesting one today. Okay, in today's video, I want to dissect an interesting concept between men and women. And to break this concept down, we're going to start with an all skate. Everyone gets to participate in a Prince quiz. Why is it that men shame sexually experienced women while women shame sexually inexperienced men? When you had to fake moan so it wouldn't be awkward.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That is the question. If you have an answer, post it in the comments below. But this is the one that I'm going to try to break down with my own perspective, my own opinion. It doesn't mean it's fact, but this is how I see it. And I'm curious if you guys agree or have something to add or change about this. Because we see this type of stuff now, these TikTok games about, if his D game is bad, boo in his ear. And it's these women that shame men, or they shame incels, right? And we definitely know on the opposite end, men will shame the hoes.
I'm gonna be a whore for Halloween. I don't care what any of you say.
Will tell you that she belongs to the streets.
I love her though.
She belongs to the street.
So sad, so sad, so sad. That you can Josh.
She belongs to the street.
You might have said you love that girl, but she belongs to the gang. And when she with me, I let her do her thing.
And I just think it's pretty funny how it's opposite strategies. And today, just sit back, kick back, watch me destroy some noobs in Rocket League while we break down this concept. The two really basic but differing selection styles between men and women. So overall, we could say that men typically would shame, is an overall kind of generalization, sexually experienced women. And on the opposite side of the game here, women overall, as a generalization, shame incompetent, sexually incompetent men. That is just an observation, but where I think it's kind of fun is when we start to go a little bit deeper with this. So we have the two opposites on either end. And so now I ask why. So let's think about this. Why do we say stuff like women wait at the finish line for a man that's already a winner? She doesn't want to start the race with you. She wants the experienced man, the man making money, the man that's decisive. He has experienced the world, and he has resources now to provide for her. All in all, another generalization, women want a successful man, a man that's already experienced and successful in life. That's why women overall, we say, are attracted to older men, because older men tend to have more experience under the belt. They have more life experience. They have more business experience, social experience. They're more polished overall. That's what women want. All right, and now go back to the opposite end. Men want women that are younger. They're not experienced. Men don't care about a woman's education or her job title. Men can fall in love with women that are almost more innocent-like. They're less experienced in the world. They're less sexually experienced. Even less educated, you can say in parentheses. And again, this is just a general observation. Why is it that women want experienced men and men want inexperienced women? Is a generalization. Well, it gets really basic, really simple. All right, from the most basic and simple aspect of this, a woman for survival purposes wants a man that can protect and provide. When we talk about hypergamy, we say a woman wants the highest status man that she can attain to protect and provide for herself and her children, blah, blah, blah. We always say that, but really think basic about this. Why would she want an experienced man, a man that is good in the bedroom, or a man that other women want? Why? Because a woman has this counting clock that she has to count down to where, and again, even though in today's society everything's different, from a very basic survivability aspect, when a woman gets pregnant, she has 9 months where she wants the highest status, or the smartest, the most competent, the most well-rounded guy that she can attain to protect and provide for her when she's pregnant. Just think how simple that is. Man, if I got pregnant for 9 months, remember, it's inside of a woman. It doesn't matter what your brainwashing is socially to be like, well, I don't even want kids, and blah. It doesn't matter. Biologically, think in the history of times, women needed, when it was a lot rougher for everybody, women needed a very strong man, or a experienced man, a man that could figure it out to protect and provide for herself and now their family. So, in a very simple way, when we say that the woman goes for the top 10 or 20% of men, well, is a very basic reason for that is she's like, well, dang, I got to find the most competent man. And even though we could logically say, well, that guy that's really competent, he's really good at talking game, it's probably not strategically good for you to get with him because he has a bunch of other women, right? That would be logically explaining that to her. It doesn't matter because she sees that guy that's good with game. He knows what to text her. He knows what to say on online dating. He knows what to say when he walks up and meets her in person. She sees him as experienced in life. He's socially experienced. He must be good with other women, meaning that other women gave him a chance, meaning they gave him a chance because he's valuable of some sort. Meaning, if I get pregnant, this guy, somehow I can know that he's valuable because other women have told me he's valuable. And now, okay, I'm free to get pregnant with this guy. I can do whatever I want with these guys. Guys, remember, it's not logically saying this, but from a very biological aspect, this is why women will go for those guys that are the players, that you'd be like, that doesn't make sense. Now, flip this on the other side. Man, on the other hand, if a man is going to set aside not only 9 months of his life looking after his pregnant wife or pregnant woman, but then potentially setting up his entire life to be looking after, protecting, and providing for now children adding to the mix, that man wants to make sure that he's not putting all of this effort in for a lie. What do I mean by a lie? Well, what if a man is believing that his woman is pregnant with his child, and so he's protecting and providing for her and that child that he believes is his blood? Think about this again from a historical perspective. Men can't know for sure, Men don't know for sure whether that child is his. So if a woman is promiscuous, if a woman sleeps around, if a woman is advertising herself to the world, if a woman has an OnlyFans account, that is giving a guy more and more and more and more doubt that if he were to get her pregnant, well, he doesn't even know for sure if that's his. So on that aspect, a woman that is more experienced is more scary to a man because he doesn't know if he can trust her. And if he can't trust her, he might be living his entire life protecting and providing for a lie on that aspect. Now, where I think this gets even more interesting is when you think about the two very basic aspects. If men want a pure, more innocent woman, and a woman wants a more experienced guy that theoretically could get around, well, then women on one hand, since that's what they are attracted to, they're like, well, I like a guy that's experienced. I like a guy that knows what he's doing in the bedroom. She in her mind thinks what? She thinks that, oh, guys must also like an experienced woman. So that's why we have these women bragging about like, well, my head game is good. Or like they're bragging about how great they are at giving sloppy toppies. They're advertising what they like, not realizing that men, on the other hand, are turned off by that for a long-term commitment because, again, you can't trust a woman that gets around like that. Like, how can you trust her at a very basic level that she's going to be faithful and that that's going to be your child with her? And so on the opposite end again, right? Also, men believe, well, we like a girl that's loyal, that's committed to us. So you see how easy it is for a man to simp? For a man to be like, hey, you're the only one for me, right? Because from our instincts, it makes sense. We want a woman that would be loyal to us. Just me. I only have my eyes for just you. So on the opposite end, guys naturally are like, well, women must like that. So he tells her, hey, my eyes are only for you. You don't have to worry about me with any other girl. Which, again, what does that do to her? Biologically, that's the opposite of what she's looking for from that very basic level. She wants a guy that other women want so that she knows she's making the right choice, and now she can go, all right, get me pregnant because I made a pretty good choice. Get me pregnant. Other women want you. I better get you now. Get me pregnant. Versus the guy that's like, I will just you and me, babe, against the world. I don't even look at any other girls. She's like, shoot, I don't know if I want to get this guy to get me pregnant. Maybe I can do a lot better because I don't see a lot of women that are fighting for this guy. He's not even looking at other women. What do you guys think about this? I don't even know why this came to me, but I was just like, dang, you know what? I got to sit down and just chat. I got to talk this one out because I just think it's so interesting. And from a very basic level, it makes sense that women want experienced men, and it makes sense that men want inexperienced women. And then you can also understand from a basic level why it makes sense that so many men simp, because they think that that's what women would also want, because that's what men want. We want a loyal, committed girl. And so on the opposite end, women want an experienced man that can rock her world in the bedroom. So she thinks that men want this sexually experienced freak in the bedroom, which again, you know, on one hand, yeah, a guy wants a freak in the sheets, but he wants a lady in the streets. I don't know, guys. I just thought it was interesting. What do you guys think? I might have missed something here. I just wanted to come in and just get it off my head into your guys' minds to work around. I might have missed something for sure on this, but when you look at it that basic and then you just go, all right, understand that fake news is out there about everything these days. We've been lied to about everything in the world. So same with women. Instead of getting upset going, well, it should work when I'm a nice guy. It's like, no. Just think about biologically what happens in all this and then play the game that way. So one way you play the game like that, when I say, you know, women don't like nice guys, it doesn't mean you go around being a total dickhead to everyone in the world. That's just a bad strategy for living. But for instance, if you're texting a girl, you take longer to text her back than she texts you. Why? Because It gives her the impression that you might be out doing something productive. You might be building a business. You might be hanging out with friends. You might be hanging out with other women. But when you're not constantly around your phone, that builds more of this mystique around you that can build up your status. So when I say don't be a nice guy is like, well, she texted me, it would be impolite to not reply. It's like, no. You might think that's a nice guy, but really what that comes across is a desperate, needy, clingy guy that has no other options if you continue to approach women in that way. So understand this about women, and then you can use this to your advantage to actually start doing better in the game. Or you can say, you know what, the game is not something I even care to learn right now, and now you can at least move on with your life without what we'd call red-pilled rage. Don't forget, subscribe. Like, comment, share the video. Definitely subscribe.